Hello, Amélie. Such a pleasure welcoming you. Great. And thank you already for the time you're taking in the context of our 20 years venture leaders. You were with us in through 19 to 2019, 2019. We went to Boston together in the context of the Venture Leaders Life Science. And as we're preparing for this celebration, it's great pleasure welcoming our alumni to come back on a few memories together and the learnings. But maybe first, please give us a short introduction of yourself, of Volumina Medical.
Yes, thank you, Jordi. So I'm Amélie. I'm the founder and CEO of Volumina Medical. We develop pioneering biomaterials, enabling the body to repair itself in the field of plastic surgery, reconstructive surgery, and also aesthetic indication.
Fantastic. Thank you. And actually, this is a field that we can say many founders confirmed it's global from day one. Basically, you are
From day one.
working already international in research, international with investors. So tell me a little bit more about this part of going international from day one, maybe on your networks, on the research, on the key opinion leaders, and also on the investors. What have you learned? What were your takeaways across this international scaling, if I might put it like this, or exposure?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, in our field, in medical technologies, you need to think global from day one. And for me, it was never a question actually to just not go abroad. This would be impossible. So from the side of the patients first, when we started to better understand the needs to design the best products we could, we contacted patients across the globe and also key opinion leaders and physicians. And we discovered, you know what, that we are all the same on this planet. So we all have the same needs in terms of tissue repair and biology. So of course, there are differences across ethnicities and so on, but the mode of action of our product is speaking to all the patients on this planet because we have the same vasculature, we have the same tissues, we have the same composition. So this was for us a very natural step to speak internationally to our patients and to physicians. Then from the side of the investors, it was maybe less natural to start, but venture leaders helped us also to expand and to meet also with US-based investors. At the end, we raised around a bit more than 27 million Swiss francs. And at the end, mostly from investors from Switzerland, strangely enough. But it could have been different. I don't know what happened. So it's...
I guess you were convincing and received a lot of echo. I mean, for those who know your story, I guess it's quite a platform.
a global unmet need, but local investors mainly, not only, but mainly.
It's great to hear, and it's not always the case, I can mention. So actually, it's great to hear, and I guess you are still in touch with many international investors. Now, let me. So that was for the networks. I'd love to focus a little bit also when we look at markets and when we look at products. One of the points we often discuss with founders is the perception. I mean, you have a platform technology. You mentioned we all have the same biology, but you can do many things with your platform. So did you sense differences according to whom you were talking of what priorities would be, or according to the different, I would say, international investors or doctors?
Mhm. Yeah. So what I could really see from the start is that the value proposition of Adipel, which is enabling to repair tissues in a minimally invasive way, was very much understood the same. But some countries reacted differently to the cost saving part. Let's say if you present our innovation, which is preventing to go to the OR to US based key opinion leaders, they start calculating, it's sparing me 3 hours of OR, so I can pay the product this much, and this would be my limit, and so on. And this kind of reaction I didn't have in Europe yet. But in US, it was really like from start, they could really calculate what would be the benefit for the clinic and so on. Sometimes even before thinking about the safety or the performance. Then in Asia, they really started thinking about anything else they could do with the product. That was not our first target, but they really thought very broadly from the start. In Europe as well, by the way. But this would be the key differences I have observed.
And we often, by the way, hear that the mixing the economics on one hand and the potential of the product and all first the applications. But I suppose at the end you need to deliver both, or you need to deliver the full platform. So hopefully it had from one to the other. Right now, it's a little bit on the memories. Let me jump into venture leaders. You're back in 2019. What were your main takeaways at that time? What did you learn? What did you keep from this roadshow?
Mm. Well, I learned so much about how to behave. So it's hard to say one thing I learned. It was really about how to behave in a group, how to behave in front of reputed investors, and memories that come to my mind because I didn't think about this special experience since a few months. I think it's really the time we spent together, like all the venture leaders together, having beers and sharing experiences in a very informal way and in a very friendly way. This is really what came back to my mind, beyond all the pitches we did and beyond all the very beautiful offices we visited and so on. It's also this this friendship around among us that comes back to my mind.
Amélie, with all the experience you have now, we always conclude those interviews with a small word of wisdom for the next generation of entrepreneur. I mean, you're founder and CEO now of this company since 2018. I think the company was created the year before we went to Boston. What is your, I would say, message when you meet young entrepreneurs? What is the one, if not behavior, anything else, what is the one message you like to leave with the venture leaders or the next generation?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to give advice, but something I would say is to dare contacting people. So dare contacting your clients, the users of your technology. Just go out of your comfort zone, because I'm speaking as a scientist by training and education. Sometimes we tend to stay in our areas that we know, but you learn so much by contacting people early. And by discussing with them, even if you don't have so much to show, you learn so much. So that would be my advice to their contacting people. And maybe my second advice is that focus where you want to go and where you want to be. And if you do this every day of your life, you will probably manage to be somewhere. So it's really the repetition and the discipline of being an entrepreneur. It's not always big strategies and big meetings and big events, but doing what you have to do every day, and you do that each single day of the year and every year, probably you should go somewhere. I hope.
And thank you very much. Amélie, I'm not saying this lightly. You are a far role model because you are a female founder, entrepreneur, raising 27 million. And you know that we are discussing regularly how can we bring more female founders or more females and women to embrace the entrepreneurial career.
Yeah. So maybe my first learning or advice would be to just do it. And also, as a mother, I think we also need to reassure our shareholders and our investors and our team that we will not leave the company when the baby will arrive. So it's a very concrete piece of advice, but reassure everybody, because sometimes people may think, once she will be a mother, she will leave, she will have other priorities, and then what happens? But no, I mean, the family is extending, but it's still, you have to split the energy and things, but everything is becoming bigger. So you can manage both, but maybe some people need to be reassured from us, from the woman, that we will not disappear like this. Sometimes people may think, things will change, but okay, things change, but for the best.
Amélie, thank you very much.
You're
These
welcome.
discussions could go on quite a bit, but we want to make it brief and short, efficient, focused, like you mentioned, taking this forward.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I say
you.
goodbye here, and we hope to welcome you on June 24th. Thanks again.
Thank you, Jordi. Thank you.